Okay, oh shit, you guys can't see me too well. But anyways, hopefully now if I can make this video without my phone storage cutting out. I just want to put this out there right now. And again, sorry you can't really see my face too well. I'd be recording outside right now, but it's raining. So, yeah. But seriously, what the hell is going on in this country right now? You got people who are saying things like, you know, you shouldn't say things like all lives matter. That makes no sense in this situation right now. Really? What the fuck, dude? And now we got people who are going around saying things like, fuck the police, let's defund them, you know, all cops are bad, or shit like that, you know. Seriously? Defund the police? All lives don't matter? All cops are bad? What the hell? You guys have any idea what the hell you're talking about right now? And for those of you who keep making excuses like, oh, if you mean all lives matter, then does that mean we have to, you know, in this suburban neighborhood with this one house on fire, does that mean we have to spray all the other houses? Like, dude, with all due respect, that makes no fucking sense at all. Houses and lives are two different things. Like, seriously, man. Here's my question, since y'all like to bring that into the subject. What if the whole entire neighborhood's on fire? And everybody only focused on one house? Think about that. Answer that question. Do all those houses not matter then? Think about that for a minute. You know what? And not to mention, all these riots that are going on aren't even about George Floyd anymore. They've gone political now. All because they don't want Trump to win in 2020. Well, here's my thing to you. If you're going to protest, actually protest for somebody who you're actually protesting for. Don't just bring politics or anything else into the subject. And if you support defunding the police, all I gotta say is I feel sorry for whoever raised you. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. I have never met a bad cop in person who would do such bad things. What those cops in Minneapolis did to George Floyd, yes, that was no exception. That was completely no exception, okay? That right there, watching that video of what that cop did, that pisses me off really badly. Like, you don't know how heated that gets me. And if I were one of the cops at that scene, I would have said, okay, get off of him. Put handcuffs on him already. Do something. Don't pin your knee on him for that long. Like, come on now. Common sense. What one cop, or a group of cops, I should say, did does not represent all cops. And for those of you who are saying things like, oh, you shouldn't say things like all lives matter, because right now this is a subject to black people or shit like that. You know how racist that makes you sound right now? Yes, Black Lives Matter, okay? I will not disagree on that. I will never in my lifetime disagree on that. But they're not the only lives that matter. And I'm not saying white lives are the only lives that matter, and I'm not saying blue lives are the only lives that matter either. But come on now, all lives matter is not anything hateful towards Black Lives Matter. So get that through your fucking head. And I'm sorry about my language, but you know what? You liberals that are participating in these riots and saying all this hateful shit towards Trump, towards law enforcement, and then, you know, using George Floyd as an excuse, I hope you guys get locked up behind bars for the rest of your lives one of these days. Either that, or I hope the same thing happens to you like what happened in Minneapolis. You know why? Because you're a fucking piece of shit. You're not protesting for George Floyd. You're protesting because you're not proud to be an American. Either that, or you ain't got better things to worry about because you hate Trump so bad. Do I agree with everything Trump does? No. But do I respect and support him? Yes. I don't, I respected Obama. As much as I didn't like him, I still respected him. And you guys should be doing the same thing with Trump. This whole, respect's got to be earned. What does he got to do to respect you? Or what does he got to do to get your respect? Bring you a pizza? Change a certain law for you? Or shit like that? Just answer me that. Yes, I am still thinking about George Floyd. The situation happened 2 weeks ago, but I mean, it's pretty fucked up on how that situation turned out. That should have never happened. I am still thinking of George Floyd and his family and friends, but think about this. George Floyd would have never wanted this. I've watched interviews from his friends and family, and they said the same thing. So think about that. You want to protest? Go ahead and protest. But seriously, quit burning down buildings and ruining other people's lives because of some situation that happened in Minneapolis. You guys are acting no better than what those cops are doing right now. Not to mention there are people killed in these riots. So think about that. Don't come up to me and be like, "Oh, lives can't be replaced, but buildings can." Here's a thing for you. Eat a dick. Some people spend 20, 30 years to get their business going. And people like you are slowly ruining it. But that's all I gotta say. I'm sure I pissed a lot of people off making this video, but you know what? I don't care. I said what I had to say, and that's that. Suck it up, Buttercup.